guys! Welcome to another episode of Angel Explores Reacts, this time for
Stranger
Things!
Things!
Of course, I am Angel Lee, and this is my cousin Chloe, my niece Rain, my cousin John, and our DM and my cousin.
No,
this...
I'm not your cousin.
Oh, right. My nephew.
Nephew.
Earl. I'm sorry, guys. So, we are in the final episode of Stranger Things. That's the reason why
Season
I'm so
4,
excited.
Volume 1,
Yeah.
Episode 7?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so excited, guys. No, hindi ko na na-recognize this is my nephew. I'm just making up reasons. Just really so confused right now. But like, last recap for this season, for this volume, last episode 6. Oh my gosh. Finally, we're getting somewhere. That's yun yung description ko, getting somewhere. Kasi parang nagko-close in everyone na talaga. Steve got into the upside down from a portal under a lake. And then, Lover's Lake or something. And then, si Elle naman found out the truth that she killed all of these other powerful kids.
Yeah, you know, they were like at Skull Rock. Isn't this a makeout place? Yeah, it is. I made this up. Tapos punta lang si Steve. Tapos they were like, it was. Or then they realized, electromagnetic fields. Let's go to the gate. There might be a gate. Then they went there. They saw like a fucking lake. Oh yeah, it's probably under the lake. They went down the lake. Steve saw the gate, which looks like a massive fucking butthole. He went upwards and he got pulled down. Went to the other side. He got bit He got bit 100 fucking times. Ang daming chikinini sa katawan. Nahuli sila ng hinahanap sila ng pulis, nadapa sila. Hinahanap sila ng mga taon kasi fucking...
They think they're a cult.
Varsity person was like, oh yeah, Satan's real, everybody. and these fucking children are like, you know, a cult. Kasi D&D. Yes, we are a cult, definitely. By the way, I'm a leader of a cult. I'm kidding.
But yeah, so it has been very chaotic. Pero right now, we're going in the right direction. I think, finally going somewhere. Tapos sila Will, Mike, and then Jonathan is going to Nevada. Nalaman na nila because of Susie where the location is. And there was another guy yung lagi smoke.
Si Argyle.
Argyle. Okay, I don't even remember his name because it's so
Two
unique.
joints.
Ben and Ben. And then,
Ben and Ben, two
tapos
joints.
si Hopper naman is preparing to fight the Demogorgon. Papunta na sa kanila si Demogorgon. Demogorgon. I'm sorry. Tapos,
Si
Joyce and Murray is on the way to Hopper. So I'm pretty sure all of this is just gonna come into one entire, a center na baka magkita-kita sila lahat sa upside down. So yes, very hyped. We're finally at the last episode of Volume 1. So what are we waiting for, guys?
Let's go!
You know, funny enough, the Demogorgon in this place is a species, right?
Yeah.
In D&D, it's a name of an actual demon. It's like one demon that's literally named. His name is Demogorgon.
Oh.
He's the Demogorgon, not a Demogorgon. He's not a species.
I
he's
think
a name.
pinakita yan siya dun sa season 1.
Yeah,
Parang
he's
pinlace
an
na
actual
ganun.
demon. He's like has 2 heads, tentacles for hands. Weird ass motherfucker. He's somewhere in the 9 planes. He's somewhere in the 9 hills or in the plains, that thing.
So dito parang ano lang siya.
He's
Like,
Medyo may binago lang
Is a name.
alam mo, the more they puro skill! Oh my gosh!
Oh no.
I'm worried baka magkaroon siya ng parang mutation.
I think they were just keeping him.
Naloki siya doon, no?
Wow! Ika middle name. Ika naman ng middle name eh.
What the heck?
I don't think they have it. We're in Skull, man.
Oh my God. Nagtatawag ng ano yan, no? Company. Oo.
Oh shit!
Grabe, ano yung mga pinakagasot? Vecna? Or it's just like, parang
I think that's just the upside down.
Okay.
Kasi marami na rin ganyan nung ano eh, mga last season.
Oh, yeah. I'm just grossed out by it. The more that this unfolds in Stranger Things, it just feels like it's all D&D.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point.
No, I was thinking like, parang they were just, the reason why Expeditions is like this is because the kids were playing D&D, but now that I think about it, like the story is basically based on.
Yeah, it is based on D&D. Like, there's a naalala mo yung campaign na depende alam nila Will na unang ano yung gawa ni Will?
Yeah.
They actually released that campaign in D&D. You can play Will's campaign.
Oh! Grabe naman to sila. Meron bang something dyan sa loob? Mainit siguro sa loob. Kasi yung ilaw.
Nakatutok.
And then it's metal.
Oo.
Wala ka na rin akong magagawa when you've already done it. And the reason why you have to do this is so that you can save people. Diba? Alam mo, tanong ako, bakit kaya sa water?
Explanation there, I forgot what it is, but there's this like thing where you can, you know, stay in the dark in the water for 40 minutes and usually it comes up great results. Great peace of mind type of thing.
Oh, that's a bunch of bull.
No.
I mean, you realize they're lying. The whole catch is
What the
on
fuck?
fire. Just the facts. Are you lying to these policemen, Dusty?
No! Lying to the cops is a crime, son.
I'm not lying. The fire is
What the
consuming
fuck?
us.
No.
Yes. Bayan lang.
Tamang reaction ni yes. Nasa bingit ka na. Kamatayan, meron pang ganito.
Hindi eh.
So, this place is like Hawkins, but with monsters and nasty shit.
Yes.
Alam mo, naka-jacket ka, baka pwede mong
It's all
ibigay.
hive minds.
So what?
All the creepy crawlies are SUV. They're like one or something.
You almost deserved that.
Pure honesty, dude.
How was sex for that? Seriously? Seriously?
Panse? Just for fan service. Natangyari sa kanila. It's fan service.
Seriously? Alam mo sila Steve, parang sanay na kami dito eh. You know, we've been here before. Like,
Si Eddie parang di ko naman tabirus to talaga eh.
nagbibenta na ako ng drugs eh.
Wala, eto na naman tayo dito naman sa kabila.
Ito nag-aantay to sila na ano, i-feed sila.
Kaya yung i-ano nila.
Sa Molotov.
Yeah. Gonna make a fucking Molotov cocktail. Oh my god.
Yan ang magaling mag-crash ng MCM na yun.
Kala ko legit na. Ang galing. Kinakabahan ako.
Reunion tayo, reunion. Magre-reunite na si ano, si
Joyce
Joyce
at
at
Rapper.
saka si Rapper.
Not just yet. Harper's still gonna find a fucking.
But now he will be fighting with people who actually also know how to fight demo Gordon, right?
No. I would say deserve.
Sir.
I really don't like that guy. So, yes. Try again.
What is this? Lagyan ng kuryente.
Oh, Panginoon kayo din.
Oh!
Yes. More. Sige lang.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Higher.
Oh my God.
I would get hurt bad.
Fuck off.
Oh.
Is a sign of true love.
Does
Ano?
it deserve
Blue eyes
her
I've ever seen.
in, you know,
Very cynical.
kasi meron siyang boyfriend.
Yes, and yung boyfriend niya inaawal ng sundalo, for fuck's sake. Oh my gosh. Ayaw magkita si Nancy at si Jonathan. Kung hindi ngayon sa volume 2 at sabihin ni Jonathan lahat ang pinagdaanan niya.
Wala nga eh. Somebody has a gun. Hindi lang pala gun. Guns.
Lost me at Mother Game. Please be kind. Rewind.
Oh, Erika, what the hell?
Erica, you might be great at talking. Kamis mo mataas stat niya. Intelligence and wisdom probably not that high.
Yeah.
Bring the mind flayer back.
Mm.
Funny enough, dito the mind flayer is one name, diba? It's the D mind flayer. In D&D, it's the opposite, it's a species. Mind flayers.
It's because they don't exist yet.
Oh,
They don't
I
That's a
fucking call it.
exist.
It's
that's
not.
sa
Los
past
Angeles, November 6,
itong
1983.
upside down.
The day we'll witness.
I fucking knew it, yes.
Na? I have more questions.
Maybe he really does have it. Steve, what are you doing? He's here.
Ah, so gate din siguro yung ano, yung nandun sa
Taas.
kay
He
Eddie.
found a way.
Saka ma-obligate friend din
Yung
somewhere.
ano.
He found a way to speak the choice through the
Tapos doon din
lights.
siguro kung saan namatay yung nerd.
What the switch tells me. Wait, does SOS count?
Tan, tan, tan.
Tit, tit. Ganun yun, di ba?
Exactly! Yo!
Yes. Yun lang alam ko na Morse code.
Don't know
Or...
why.
Alam niyo ito doon, putang ina.
Parang yun nga sa Christmas lights ulit. Kaya,
Parang tayo bumalik sa season 1. Wow.
hello there.
Hi.
Jesus Christ, this gets better as you I know.
Okay, so how far?
Oh, little things. Oh, little things.
I'm not gonna come out if you call me that.
Let officer.
Ew. Para siyang fucking pedophile.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like a fucking pedophile, bro.
That was just wrong.
Uy,
Alam mo, this all
Finally.
feels like
Oh!
season 1. Oy!
Oy!
Ay,
Si
tapos
Oy!
pala lang.
Oy!
Oh.
Let's fucking go!
Oh my
Wow!
gosh!
I like it. This is so
Ganda
well
ng
done.
transition nila.
Uy, natutuwa ako. Ewan ko ba?
Ang galing, ang galing. That was really well done.
Mga...
Oh, so that's what
Oh!
And-
Nakalimutan ko si Vecna nga pala andun din.
Hive mind
Nawala sa
sila,
isip
diba?
ko si ano eh, si
Paano
Vecna.
nakikita ng isa
For some
nakikita ng
reason.
lahat?
So, ang ano na yung guys, pwede silang tumakas or something? Okay.
Panglaban nila.
Pwede panglaban nila, okay.
The spear is gonna be good. Keep your distance, you know? I don't think that thing's... is for the fucking spear.
Feel kong mamatay yung ano.
Enzo?
Yung guard?
Oo.
I wanna see this thing again!
Shit!
Biglang sobrang cliffhanger.
Oh, that thing.
Oh,
That thing.
fuck.
It's running up, bro!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Let's go!
Oh my god!
Shit! Oh shit! Oh!
Oh!
Oh no! Oh!
Look at that thing go!
Damn!
Oh my god. Oh my
Mas
god.
aggressive tayo sa ibang ano ah.
Oh my
Demogorgon.
Yes!
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 Oh my gosh.
Oh! No!
Run, run, run,
Shit!
run, run!
Oh
Oh my
yes!
gosh.
Oh!
Oh!
Ah! Oh!
He's just playing with them, bro.
Hindi nga dito ito kinakain eh.
Yeah, he's just fucking killing them.
Kasi ano lang yun? Okay na?
Mas marami pa siya.
Sampo.
Oh.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
fucking time.
I think I still want to fucking hunt him, bro.
Oh no!
Yeah! Ooh! Ooh! Yun na si Joyce.
Really?
Yes!
Ah!
Oh my god.
Sa wakas.
Oh.
Please, tama na ganito to. Gusto ko lang, at least buhay ako. Yun na yung mahalaga dun.
And also, I'm right. Yung gano'n, di ba tinutukso niya yan? The other side of...
Just realize, kahit may gate man sa Russia, di ba yung pinabas kita? Kasi
Because-
they would be in Russia.
Russia. Exactly yan. Yeah. I think sila na to. Sila Dustin.
So sila na.
That is
Paano
weird.
sila pupunta dyan? So, wala, nandiyan na si Vecna.
Pag ano, mabago yung gravity nila pagkapasok.
Iniisa-isa nila tayo ng mga cliffhanger, no? Oh my gosh! Ako na mag
What the fuck? Malignak pala.
Basta 20 siya si Juan.
There we are.
Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, we are.
Something so small could
And here's one.
Oh! It was one!
I think yung nandito niya, it wasn't a detective.
Pampaano siya?
Parang pampaano ng ano niya, ng telekinesis niya.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Oh!
Ooh.
Medyo masakit yung naramdaman ko.
And mukhang ugali niya yun. Yung nag...
wait here.
Makes sense.
Oh my God.
Kasi 1 siya, tapos siya naman 11. Oh no.
Oh!
It all makes sense.
Natakot sa kanya si ano, kaya nilagyan siya ng pill to
Pag si
knock
Gio,
his
galing
power.
niya na nagpupunta, break ng leg.
Tsaka parang 11 si 1, di ba?
So, hindi si 11 yung pumatay na ngayon. It was actually 1. So, it made it look like, you know.
Yep.
Abracadabra.
Kasi both gravities are pointed down.
There's a gravitational pull.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Back on first
And
planet.
CNC.
What the fuck?
Wait, what happened? Feeling ko interception ni Vecna. Oh, this is the pool, remember?
Balik na naman siya doon.
Pagkaangat niya, na ano siya.
Fuck. Siya yung sumunod. Oh no.
God. Ayan o, ugali niya o, nagbabalik. Ala!
One fuck all of them up. Holy shit, one.
Ala, this... Ala!
Yung trauma ang nakikita niya, hindi pala siya yung
Yeah.
kasalanan. Ngayon lang niya na-realize. O yung sa mata.
Oh yeah! Ginawa din niya.
O yung sa mata.
Oh
He
my
is
God.
Vecna. A very powerful wizard.
The first ever.
I didn't fit in with the other children. Something
This
was wrong
is
with me. All the
Vecna.
teachers and the doctors said I was
This is 1.
broken.
Sabi ko.
Oh.
They said.
Sinabi sensitive siya.
Scenery fresh start.
Kaya pala yung si Victor yung unang ano.
As if the world
Kasi
would be
anak niya.
different here.
Yep.
I held up a mirror.
Kaya yung Thomas.
Father believed it
The
was a
dark
demon
secrets. Not
cursing
really
them
promise
for
per
their
se, but
sins.
the things they hide
But
that
my
they don't want
mother
the world to
somehow
see.
knew.
Oh my God.
It nearly killed me.
Oh, that's why they thought it was dead.
He began a program. And soon, others were born.
Ah, siya talaga yung origin ng lahat.
Oo.
Yeah.
Join me. Now.
Kaya siya ano.
Taray ng bata. Galing sa kanya si Elena, right?
Lahat ng mga sumunod. At kinuha sa DNA niya. Hindi naging project ng ano yung papa.
Oh, is it because this how the first gate opened?
You just gave her 1.
head.
Ganun na talaga siya pag ano.
Or shock pa.
Oh my God! Bata pa siya nito ah.
Siya yung pinaka-superior sa lahat ng ano eh. Copycat ni Wally.
That's why he was sent.
Ah!
He became the portal. That's why na-open yung portal. Because
Oh no, he was still sent.
I was sent there.
That's why he looks like that.
That's why he looks like...
So this other world
He looks like a
actually
lich,
existed.
bro.
This world actually existed. He was sent there by Evan.
Yeah.
And by doing so, he opened the
Looks like a
portal.
lich, bro.
Wow! Ganda ng translation. Yes, in part 2 na sila maglalaban.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So, it just suddenly ended.
Grabe.
In fairness nasagot lahat ng question ko
Hmm.
kung saan siya nag-start. Kasi yun talaga yung ako parang what the heck is happening.
Yes.
So, that world actually already existed. Or, iniisip ko kasi baka nagawa siya ni Eleven or si One New World.
It's a dimension. It's
So
supposed to exist. It's supposed to be there.
Okay. So, nung dinala siya, so sinend siya ni Eleven dun sa dimension na yun. And
Without
then,
her knowing.
without him
As
knowing.
in Dustin's words, they made something so powerful that it ripped through the fabric of space and time.
Okay. And then ginamit niya
So, baga,
yung
naging
whatever
yung naging,
creature
ano,
inside
entrance.
that world or whatever existed in that world.
When 001 or 1 Vecna, all his fucking names.
Well.
All the times, all the things that he went through, all the places when he got through the upside down, of course he met a lot of things, of course, and he turned into this being that, of course, he's powerful and he knows how to connect to people's minds and dark secrets, like Vecna from D&D. What happened is siguro is he went in there, saw the mind flayer, realized its purpose to colonize the minds of humanity, and since 001
Has a goal.
he has a goal and sees humanity as pests and that they're superior, they both go hand in hand.
Alam mo yung mind player, looks like a giant spider too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Funny enough, nagkabaliktad yung how it works between the Demogorgon and the mind flayer, kaya sabi ko, the Demogorgon here is a species, while in D&D it's a name. Tapos dito naman the mind flayer is a name, while dun sa D&D is a species. It's like a cool thing. Pero what they didn't change is Vecna.
Oh.
Vecna was a powerful wizard, and here Vecna was a powerful telekinetic.
Yeah.
And they both sort of
Lose in a battle.
Technically, yeah. Pero yung nangyari kasi dito, pinagkaiba dito is that before Vecna, Vecna lost to a battle to the hero, to the superhero. The Vecna lost to the battle when he was a lich already. When mukha na siyang ewan. Pero here, he lost before that. Before siya magmukhang ewan. Yung siya naging mukhang ewan.
Okay.
I see.
So, ayun, nasagot yung question ko about where this all began. So, kaya pala, alam mo yung dito sa episode 7, what I noticed is that we were going back to season 1. Yung pagbibisikleta, yung kay Barb, even yung experiences ni Nancy, a lot of it was calling back to, pati yung sa ilaw, was calling back to season 1. And ngayon na gets ko kung bakit parang pino-force talaga nila si Elle na isara yung portal kasi siya lang yung makakasara nun kasi siya yung nag-open nun. Right? And then the reason why yung mga scientists were like, Hawkins is in trouble is because alam nila na si Juan is from Hawkins and he was actually the one who caused all of this chaos. So, kaya pala, kasi ako nagtataka ako, paano nila nalaman sa Hawkins? Is it just gonna be there? Meron bang other parts na affected? Or ano? So, apparently, dun lang. Kasi, dun siya talaga nakatira. Yun yung ano niya. And, pati yung, ang galing nung dun sa bata, no? Hindi ko yung nag-guess na yung batang yung mismo. Alam ko sinabing sensitive. So, inisip ko, mas madaling na-reach ni Vecna yung bata kasi sensitive siya. Partly.
Siya pala
He
siya.
is, he is Vecna. Ang creepy no, pinakita siya sa likod, tapos yung eyes niya, and then you suddenly just see the resemblance, and then parang flashback, tapos yung nagsabi si Vecna na, I told you to stay, yung ginawa niya si Eleven, kamukha niya yung,
Oo nga, yung bata.
I mean yung, hindi lang yung bata, I mean, nadugtong mo na, nakamukha niya yung nandun sa upside down, as in si Vecna mismo, so parang, oo, tapos nagdugtong-dugtong na
Oo,
lahat.
ganda nga ng pagka-reveal eh.
Ang galing. Tapos,
Isip ko nga kanina, sabi ko, parang yung nangyari, wala yung batang lalaki. Yung, sa kanilang family, di ba wala yung batang lalaki na binuhat ng tatay na ililigtas nga ganito, namatay. Iniisip ko yun, sabi nga saan yung lalaki, tagal ko siya inisip. Tapos, pagdating ng episode 7, sabi ko, okay, siya pala yun.
Yeah. There's also weird. Parang, come to think of it, the memories ng tatay, his limbs were never broken. Was just lying there. It's not.
Oo, diba? Yung kapatid lang yung gano'n, and then yung bata parang, yun din I was wondering, parang, pati ba yung kids? Diba, napaano ako na parang, don't tell me, buti hindi natin, di ba sabi ko, buti hindi natin nakita yung pagbali-bali ng mga bata, nakahilata na lang sila. Tapos nung binuhat, parang normal lang naman, parang wala namang nangyari.
Basta lang siya bumagsak pala.
Yun
Kasi
nga eh.
hindi na niya kinaya.
Grabe yung ano niya, no, yung speech niya kanina. Ano una, parang, inaano ko parang, okay, why are we discussing spiders right now?
Tapos nagdugtong-dugtong na yung mga sinabi niya.
Ang galing nung pagkakasabi
Ang galing ng
niya.
build-up eh.
Yeah, at saka yung the whole description, yung frustration niya about our purpose as humans. Napaka na totoo nga naman. It's just how it is and he did not like it. Ang inaano ko, Earl, is bakit dun sa other dimension hindi siya present time? Hindi siya kaya niya magbalik ng oras.
No, hindi niya technically bilang oras. I think he just, rewounded the clock as a physical thing. Siguro the only reason why that is dun sa house nila is because that was the first time the portal opened. And I think that's the only thing that the portals has seen, and that's why that's yung copy.
Parang baka naman that portal is just since na-open siya ng 1983 lang siya. Maybe that's the reason why too. Remember the shirt, the upside down? It always says upside down 1983.
Tapos nabansin mo yung mga pinapakita lang na places is pinapakita ng places while they travel is the places that has portals open. Which means it only feeds information from the portals, which kind of debunks the Russia theory, which means they won't get to meet in the upside down because there has been no portal in Russia. Because if there was a portal then in Russia, then I don't think season 3 would have happened.
Exactly. And so yung Demigorgon, kinuha lang talaga nila yan kasama ni
Hopper.
A long time ago, probably.
Yeah. So they already know what was happening probably in the Hello kasi ginagawa nga silang yung plan ni Papa is to create these children as to control. O nga naman, hello, imagine yung ganun kadaming mind di ba? Di ba? At inano niya yun eh, parang nilagay niya yung genes noon and then planted it to women and para they can produce. Grabe yung plan na yan eh. Biro mo, puro telekinesis, di ba? Lugi ka nga naman. So, siguro nalaman ng Russia yung gano'n, and then they already know what was happening. So, kinuha nila yung Demigorgon talaga naiisip ko parati. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, ang galing na itong episode 7 kasi nasagot lahat ng questions and nakaka-excite kasi alam natin na what's gonna happen are reunions, and also there's a huge chance na kaya ni El kalabanin si Vecna kasi kung ganun pa lang siya kaliit, kaya niya ng ganon siya ka-powerful enough to send Vecna na adult na, di ba? To the upside down. Then, she has a chance. Although, we have to consider, syempre, he gained power different ways. Kasi
It's a
nakapractice
hive
niya dun eh.
No,
Yeah,
hive
diba?
mind na yun.
Exactly. So, mas
powerful
probably,
na
mas
rin siya.
powerful na rin siya. So, pag nagharap sila, it's gonna be like, sobrang grabing laban yun, no? And, guys, I do not agree. I have to say this. I do not agree with Steve and Nancy. I do not understand why, I mean, siguro may mga fans, because they do look good. I mean,
No!
the actor and the actress look good together.
No! Not the actors.
Pero kasi parang I feel like, I just have to say it, kasi nakikita ko na parang pinupush siya, tapos ikaw
Medyo
parang
force
question
na para
mark.
sa amin
Oo,
eh.
parang
Medyo force yung nangyari sa kanila na decision biglang sila na yung ano dahil wala si Jonathan.
Diba?
for some
Very
reason.
questionable for me, and I feel like it's borderline, it's cheating in a way. Kasi why would you, I mean, while Jonathan is going crazy over some part of the planet na, alam mo yun,
Parang
trying to save
reason yung
11.
sinabi din ni Nancy sa simula na hindi ko kasi makontak si ano, iba yung naging plano niya, ganyan.
Still, you should
Oh,
have a
yun nga eh.
conversation first.
Mm.
Hindi yung babalik ka kay Steve because Steve
Oo,
is
tapos
closer and
Ang
available
pangit pa
na.
yung nasa paligid ni Nancy, pinupush siya na, ay Steve, ganyan sila. So, wala lang, para sa akin,
Pressure na siya.
ayoko lang ng ganun.
Yeah, and I feel like
Sorry sa mga
yung
sa mga nagsiship sa nila pero para sa akin no.
Yeah, and sobrang unfair nun, not just kay Jonathan, but also kay Steve. Kasi we've seen Steve grow
Yes.
through all the season. He's a very, very lovable character. Nakita natin siya from being an asshole to being
Tapos gusto
the
niya
guardian, and then,
ma-redeem
diba?
din yung sarili niya kay Nancy
Yeah.
nun, pero prinob pa rin ni Nancy na si Jonathan gusto
Yeah,
niya.
exactly.
So,
So
why
now,
now?
like, I think he deserves better.
Someone better,
Yeah.
yes.
Yung lahat ng sacrifices niya and all the things that he's done, he really deserves better. And kung, if ever man mapupush si Nancy and Steve, at least, like, ayusin naman yung way to do it. Kasi ang sagwa talaga niya tingnan na
The
pinupush
only
siya
reason na mapupush sila kung mamatay si Jonathan, yun lang naisip ko na
But
papayag ako,
that
pero
sucks.
no.
Parang ang pangit na way to push a ship though.
Yes, pero pangit din kung alam din si Jonathan tapos nangyari na
Yeah,
din sila.
exactly. So just know, Steve deserves
At
better.
the moment si Jonathan, hinahabol sila ng mga authorities na mga
Yeah, I mean, the
sundalo.
sacrifices that he's been doing, grabe din naman. So, para sa akin, kung meron man para kay Steve, magpasok na lang kayo ng bagong character, like a new girl comes into town. Yung gano'n.
Si Argyle
yung-
nagkaroon ng ano eh.
Bago pa.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Si Argyle
could be
nga,
like
biglang
that.
nagkaroon eh, isang episode eh.
Diba? Hindi kasi parang for me, sobrang, isa sinabi mga sobrang force. And yun lang, I just wanted to say it. Kasi I feel like yung character ni Steve has grown so much in all seasons. And nakikita ko na, diba, napapaano tayo parang, okay, what's going on? Bakit ganyan? Tapos yung memory, parang pinakatay sa diary, yung what happened to them. Parang, why do we have to see this? Nakikita mo na ipinupush towards that direction, and it was really bothering. And also yung police officer nga pala na weird yung sinasabi din. Yeah,
Yes.
that was very bothering as well.
Ang little pig ba yun?
Oo, di ba?
Ayun.
Parang, tapos sa gabi pa, no?
Oo.
Tapos dahan-dahan pa binubuksan yung pintuan, parang okay, that's very, very
I'm
like,
coming in,
di
gagawin
ba?
pa siya
Parang
eh.
pedophile. Sobrang wrong. Anyway, very excited. Nakakatuwa si Hopper at saka si Joyce. Siniship niyo ba sila?
Yun yung ship na okay.
Yeah, hindi kasi talaga ang galing din ng growth nun. Noong una kasi parang inisip mo, they dated in high school, right? Or something. And then they were best friends and lahat na experiences. So nung nag-reunion sila, it was heartwarming. You know na he's home na. He's gonna be safe, it's gonna be fine. So, and ang inaano ko rin anticipation ko is yung Hopper 11 reunion.
Sana
At
magkita
kung ano
din sila.
nangyari kay Nancy.
Yeah. Kung ano na,
Pero
kasi
may
parang,
may theory ako doon na ano, si Robin makakatulong sa kanya.
kasi yung nag-ikot-ikot si
Oh,
Robin
nung,
sa...
nung pumunta sila sa bahay ni Nancy, si Robin ang daming kinalikod. So, possible
Could be.
na
Nakita
nalaman
niya.
niya kung ano yung mga gusto niya.
pero kung ipupush nila yung Steve Nancy agenda, probably Steve is gonna be the one to know
No.
yung
Fuck that.
favorite. Pero yeah, I mean, it could be possible. So, yun.
Ang
Yeah,
ang fuck up
exactly.
pa doon, yung 'di ba nakuha siya ni Vecna. Ang pinapakita yung may nangyari sa ni Steve tapos si
Oo.
si Barbs namamatay.
Kasi ganun naman yung
yun nga,
that was
so
really what happened.
so yung
It was
time ng
really-
relationship nila ang fuck up ng mga nangyari. So
Exactly.
so
And
please, wag
pag
na yung
inisip mo
relationship
na-
nila ulit.
Yeah, Barb wouldn't have died if she just... So, yun na, looking at that, already know na it's wrong. So, very, wow, this volume
Pero ang
1,
ganda na ano ng
ang daming sobrang parang kinrumpol yung utak ko na hindi ko maintindihan. Pero ang galing kasi nasagot ang dami kong question throughout season 1, 2, 3, pa 4. Ang galing nung nasagot siya. And very, very excited for what's gonna happen in volume 2, which is gonna arrive around July. Which we will wrap on, obviously, the same party,
Yes.
the same campaign, joke lang. The same party. So, very excited. We can finally look at theories online. We have been avoiding so much. We can finally go and look at things.
Medyo na-spoil na nga dahil kay ano si Well. Medyo
Tawag namin kay Vecna, hindi mo sinabi naman sa umpisa kung anong name niya.
Oo.
Hindi ko na matandaan kasi well na siya, or
Oo.
Vecna. Kaya, hindi na namin alam kung anong name. Krill, obviously, yung apelido niya, kasi sa papa niya. So,
ano na siya, 01.
01 na siya now. Ang galing ng revelation talaga niya. So anyway, that's it for Volume 1. It has been an exciting journey, guys.
Yes.
Ang dami naming, a lot of things. This was heavy, in all truth. But as it went to, yung 7 talaga is like a breath of, parang gano'n, nakahinga ako ng marami, knowing na what's gonna come for Volume 3 is gonna be very, very exciting. At ito na ba yung last na rin ng Stranger
I
Things?
guess yun ata
Finale,
yung
ito na yung
finale
last na.
siguro.
And then wala na. Parang dito na nila
They haven't said
tatapusin.
anything yet.
They haven't said anything yet. Okay. So yeah, that's it, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, like we did, please like and subscribe. And if you have any theories, comment it below. We would like to
Yes.
know, guys, no bashing ha. Intellectual conversations
Sa
lang,
mga
guys.
nag-ship kay Steven,
We're sorry.
huwag mag-bash pero opinion lang namin yun.
Yeah.
we
Hindi,
don't
na-bother
like it.
lang din kasi kami. Siyempre, yung ganong parang, nakaka-bother kasi yun. So, we just needed to say it. So, ayun lang, guys. I hope that we will see you on the next season here on our channel. Please subscribe and then turn on the notifications para you would know when our next video comes live. And that's it. As you can see, umaga na, guys! We've been watching this ng madaling araw. So, I hope you have a great night. And we're gonna see you on the
Upside down.
Bye, guys! Bye! Ayun, nagsa-start na to.
May nag-start na ba?
Naka-record na. So, are we ready na?
Wait lang.
Switch lang yung mic. Music break kasi.